Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. I'm Inxlaura123 and this is going to be a new book haul video. Yes, I've got some new books, and in this video I'm going to show you them, tell you about them, and hey, maybe I'll give you, yes you, some ideas for books that you'd like to read yourself. Okay, so if you enjoy watching, which I hope you do, please click like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash that notification bell to all notifications, and then you can see when I've uploaded new videos and also when I'm doing live streams. So are you excited? I hope you are. I get excited about new books. Let me know in the comment section down below what book you are currently reading and if you're enjoying it or not. I've literally this morning just started a new book, so I will show you that after I've done like the haul. So yeah, the glasses are going on, which you know, means business. Now I will say sorry in advance if I mess up any of my words. For some reason, some strange bizarre reason, whenever I do book related videos, I always mess up my words. I get tongue tied, I can't pronounce things, I just mess it up. So you have my permission to laugh at me if I mess up. It's fine. Okay, I'll try not to, but it probably will happen in some form or another. Okay, so the first book I want to show you is by Holly Black. I love her books. She's such a great author, and I'm very excited about this one. This is her new book, and it's called Book of Night. This is the Waterstones exclusive version. Look at these sprayed edges. How beautiful is that? Love, 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 love that. This is a YA magical fantasy. It says here dark, strange, thick with mystery and twists. Lots of magic as well, which sounds my cup of tea. Love that. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember if this is number one in a series or if it's a standalone. I'm honestly not sure. After I film this, I'm going to look it up for my own, you know, knowledge. But yeah, the thing is, right, I got the Waterstones exclusive, and when it turned up, I was looking at it. I was like, wow, it looks really pretty. But for some reason, I thought it was going to be signed, but it's not. I don't know why that got in my head. I think a lot of Waterstones exclusives are signed by the author, but obviously this one wasn't. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So it's about a character called Charlie. It says here, Charlie Hall has never found a lock that she couldn't pick, a book that she couldn't steal, or a bad decision she wouldn't make. She spent half her life working for glow mists, magicians who manipulate shadows to peer into locked rooms, strangle people in their beds, or worse. Glow mists guard their secrets greedily, creating an underground economy of, I've got to say this properly, grimoires. Is that right? Grimoires. Yes. Grimoires. I can never say that word. And to rob their fellow magicians. They need Charlie. Now she's trying to distance herself from past mistakes, but bartending at a local dive, she's still entirely too close to the corrupt underbelly of the Berkshires. Not to mention that her sister Posy is desperate for magic, and that Charlie's shadowless and possibly soulless boyfriend Vince has been hiding things from her. When a terrible figure from her past returns, Charlie descends into a maelstrom of murder and lies. Is that how you say that word? Maelstrom? Yes. Maelstrom, thank you. If you can hear a voice in the background, it's my fiance Nathan, who doesn't mess up words like I do. So yeah, murder and lies. Determined to survive, she's up against a cast of doppelgangers, mercurial, billionaires, huh? Mercurial. I did say at the beginning I would do this, you were warned. Billionaires, glow mists, and the people that she loves best in the world, all trying to steal a secret that will give them a vast and terrible power. I hope this is going to be good. It says here it's for fans of Erin Morgenstern, who I am obviously a massive fan of. I love The Night Circus, so I don't know. I hope it's going to be good. I hope it's not going to be one of those books like which is mega hyped up and then it's not as good as the hype. But I've got good vibe, good connection, hopefully, to that book being good. So the next book I want to show you is this one here. Now, I'd not heard of this book at all. I've not seen it anywhere. I was on Instagram the other day, and the girl that I follow, she's a bookstagrammer. She always puts really beautiful pictures of books, like new books that she's got and stuff. And she put this one on. And I was like, oh, that looks good. So I looked it up, found out about it, and thought it sounds really, really interesting. It says here, what happens when the family secret is a secret family? So this is called The Noah Family, and it's by Grace K. Shim. I love this cover. At the end of the haul, I'm going to choose my favourite cover. I know it's silly, but I'm going to do it. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but I'm going to. But anyway, so yeah, it's just a gorgeous cover. I love it. It's about this girl called Chloe. It says Chloe Chang may be an 18-year-old obsessed with K-dramas, but she never expected her real life would turn into one. That's pretty much what happens when a DNA test reveals her deceased father's estranged family. It turns out the Noahs own a famous high-end department store in Seoul. Is it Seoul? Is that how you say it? Seoul? Yeah. Thank you. Just checking. And they are rich. Not just rich, rich. When they learn about their genetic connection, they immediately invite her to visit them. Chloe's mother is against the trip. She has her reasons for keeping Chloe's dad's family away. Against her mother's wishes, Chloe is soon whisked from Tulsa into the lap of luxury in Seoul, enjoying sessions with a personal trainer, a handsome chauffeur at beck and call, state-of-the-art spa days, and more. And although her newfound grandmother is warm and welcoming, Chloe can't help but feel like she's being kept at arm's length from her other family members. Why would they invite Chloe to Seoul if not to get to know her? It says here, there may be an even bigger family secret for Chloe to discover. Could joining the Noah family be worse than having no family at all? What is the secret? I just think this is going to be really dramatic and interesting and fun, and just, yeah, maybe a bit glamorous as well. So yeah, that's that one. Got a couple of got a few library books here to show you as well, which are new to me. Obviously they're not new, I haven't bought them new, but they're new as in I picked them up from the library new. Yeah, you know what I mean. So the first one from the library, which I literally got recently, is by Gina Blackshill, and it's called You Can Trust Me. I love this cover. It's so sparkly. This is a YA thriller. I do love my thrillers. I turn into Detective Laura every time I read a thriller. It says, when Alana's best friend is found unconscious at the biggest party of the year, Alana is devastated, not only because someone attacked her best friend, but because she's sure that they got the wrong girl. It should have been her. Determined to find the person behind the attack, Alana starts to look beyond the glittering surface of her social scene and discovers a tangled web of lies and deceit. Can Alana uncover the truth before she becomes the killer's next target? This sounds so good. I have to read this within the next week or so, because it just sounds really, really gripping. A thrillingly insightful take on privilege, bias, and murder. So yeah, that sounds really, really good. I'm trying to get through my library books as quick as I can, because I can only renew them, I think, one more time. So yeah, I do love going to the library. I love getting books from the library. What I don't like is that kind of pressure that you've only got a certain amount of time to read them. And yes, I'm a very fast reader, but you know, it's still that kind of, I must read by this date. Okay, I won a contest the other day. I won 4 books in total. I'll be honest with you, because that's how I am. I keep it real. I'm honest. I didn't want 2 of them. They weren't my cup of tea. One was like a kind of well-being factual book that wasn't for me. And the other book just wasn't for me, like story-wise. So these 2, however, I'm very excited about, and I'm keeping, and I will hopefully get to read at some point soon, because they both sound really, really good. One is a thriller, one is a romance. So yay. I was, yeah, really surprised that I won. I was like, oh, I've won a contest. It was very shocking. So the romance is by Lynn Painter, and it's called Mr. Wrong Number. It's supposed to be really funny and romantic, and look, don't get me wrong, I love my dark thrillers and stuff, my horrors, but sometimes I just want something a little light and fluffy, a bit of chick lit. Is that what they call it? Chick lit? Chick lit. So it says, one wrong number might just lead to Mr. Right. So it says, bad luck has always followed Olivia Marshall, but when a "what are you wearing" text from a random number turns into the hottest, most entertaining relationship of her life, she thinks things might be looking up. Colin Beck has always seen Olivia as his flatmate's annoying little sister, until she moves in with him, and he realises she's turned into an altogether sexier distraction. He's determined to keep his distance, but it isn't easy, especially when he discovers that she's the flirty, funny, and anonymous girl that he's been secretly messaging for weeks. Now, Mr. Wrong Number has a decision to make. Should he shut down the messages before things get messy, or should he turn up the heat? I reckon he's going to turn up the heat. It'd be a bit of a boring romance if he was like, oh, it's you? Oh, I'll leave that then. Do you know what I mean? It'd be pointless. So I hope they all turn up the heat. I think this sounds really good fun. I really do. So yeah, I'm very excited about that one. Really happy. And this one also sounds good, but in a different way, because it's a thriller. It's by Laurie Van Rensburg. It's called Nobody But Us, One Couple, Two Liars. I love those kind of things where you've got like a couple and you have to work out who's, you know, who's genuine, who's telling the truth, who's not, who's bad, who's good. I love that. It says here, it grips like a vice and utterly compelling. So it says Stephen Harding is a handsome, well-respected professor. Ellie Masterson is a wide-eyed young college student, and together they are driving south from New York for their first holiday. 3 days in an isolated cabin far from the city. Ahead of them, the promise of long, dark nights and the chance to explore one another's bodies. Ooh, bye. Away from disapproving eyes. It should be a perfect romantic trip for two, except that he's not who he says he is, and then again, neither is she. That's really intriguing. When I read like about that, I was like, oh, okay, so obviously they've got that naughty little thing going on, but then they're lying about who they really are. So yeah, that sounds very interesting. I like it. It says here, it reads like a glossy 90s thriller. I'm obsessed. Oh, that's from Juno Dawson. Love Juno Dawson books. This book took my breath away. I'm really excited about this. Yeah, fierce, frightening, bold and beautiful. So there's the girl on the front, and if we flip it round, there's the guy. Who do you believe, her or him? And what is their secrets? I think that sounds really good. So yeah, I'm really happy. I won a contest. Okay, where should we go next? We'll go with this one. So this I first heard about on Twitter. I follow a lot of authors on Twitter because I'm like a bookworm nerd and I love following authors. And I follow V.L. Valentine, and yeah, basically she has a new book. And once I read like the premise for it, what it was about, I was like, oh my God, this sounds so good. I love the cover as well. I love this kind of spooky, and the blue and gold look really nice together. It says here, a dark house filled with darker secrets. This is Beggars Abby by V.L. Valentine. And it's supposed to be very kind of atmospheric, creepy, spooky, ghosty kind of story. So it's about a character called Sam Cooper. It's set in 1954 in the wintertime. She lives in an apartment in Brooklyn. Her mother's died. She has no prospects. She can't afford the rent, but she goes through her mother's things and she finds a stack of all these like hidden letters and notes. And they reveal a family and an inheritance that she never knew she had 3,000 miles away in Yorkshire. Okay, so it's going to be set in America. Then we're coming to the UK. Beggars Abbey is a crumbling pile inhabited only by Sam's ailing grandmother, Lady Cooper, and a handful of servants. Sam cannot understand why the mother kept its very existence a secret, but her diaries offer a glimpse of a young girl growing increasingly terrified, as Sam is herself. Built on the foundations of an old convent, Beggars moves and sings with a biting wind, and a shadowy woman moves along the corridors at night. There are dark places in the hidden tunnels beneath Beggars, and they will not give up their secrets easily. Oh my God, this is going to keep me up at night, isn't it? This is going to make me want to sleep with the light on. I do love a good ghosty, spooky story. It says here, a shiver down the spine, jaunt into the gruesome past of the deliciously creepy finale. Yeah, I just want to read everything now. I really want to get to that one soon because I love a good spooky ghosty thing. And someone said online that it was quite similar to kind of Laura Purcell books, which I love. So we'll see. I hope it's going to be good. All right, so next book I want to show you I got from Waterstones a couple of weeks ago now, or just under a couple of weeks ago. Never heard this, never seen it anywhere. I literally just saw it in Waterstones, and I like the cover. I'll be honest, it was a cover buy, and then when I read about it, it was just like, oh, it sounded quite endearing and quite sweet. So it's called The Music of What Happens by Bill Konigsberg. Apparently he wrote a book called The Bridge. Have you ever heard of The Bridge? I've not heard of The Bridge. This must be an American book because it's floppy. Oh my. No, it's floppy. We don't have books like this in the UK. American books are floppy, aren't they? And it just looks like it's got that kind of American vibe to it. I don't know. So yeah, this is LGBTQI plus themed. It's like a romance. It's about these two characters, Jordan and Max. So it says, love means you are no longer alone with your secrets. Jordan is trying as hard as he can to stay afloat. His mum is spiraling out of control. The only way they're going to survive is if he can turn a rickety old food truck into a success. Desperate to hide his true situation, he tries to do it alone, but that is impossible. Enter Max. Max has some dark secrets of his own, and he hopes that if he ignores them enough, it will be like they're not really there. He starts working for Jordan, and then it's more like he's working alongside Jordan, until suddenly what they have between them has nothing at all to do with work. Ooh la la. Over the course of a summer, Jordan and Max will have to face their biggest fears as they discover that love is often as hard as telling the truth and as rewarding as having the truth heard for the first time. Yeah, it sounds interesting. It sounds romantic. I'm interested to see what their like secrets are. And it's just a really pretty cover. I liked it. So yeah, there we go. Okay, next up I have should we do the library book? We'll do another library book here. I think this is the only other library book. Yeah. I can't remember if I showed this in my last book or not. If I did, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to hear about it again. I can't remember. Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. This has been so hyped up. I really, once again, I hope, like the Holly Black book, it is going to be good, because when books are so hyped up, I'm like, but yeah, I mean, I love this cover. It's just beautiful. Not that I'm reading the cover, obviously, but, you know, I like looking at a nice cover. It says, don't forget the rule. No one can know what we are, what you are. You must never tell anyone about monsters. Look at this inside as well. So pretty. In every story there is a hero and a monster. It should have been the perfect summer, sent to stay with her late mother's eccentric family in London. 16-year-old Joan is determined to enjoy herself. She loves her nerdy job at the historic Holland House, and when her super cute co-worker Nick asks her out on a date, it feels like everything is falling into place. Then a good Samaritan... I'll start that again. Then a good Samaritan attempt gone wrong, sends Joan spinning through time, and her life quickly begins to unravel. Her family aren't just eccentric, no, they are monsters. Monsters with terrifying hidden powers. And Nick isn't just a cute boy, he's a legendary monster slayer who will do anything to bring them down. As she battles Nick, Joan is forced to work with the beautiful and ruthless Aaron Oliver, heir to a monster family that hates her own, and she'll have to embrace her own monstrousness if she's to save herself and her family, because in this story, she's not the hero. I think this sounds really, really good. I really do think this is going to be wonderful. It's had, as I say, so much hype about it. I'm just hoping it is going to live up to that hype. Okay, another book I want to show you is from Waterstones. This was one of my pre-orders. All my pre-orders are starting to come out now. My bank balance is not happy. Yeah, this is the Agathas by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson. Also the Waterstones exclusive, because it has the lovely sprayed edges. Love that. Like a greeny blue, isn't it really? Love the cover as well. It says here, part Agatha Christie, part Veronica Mars, and completely entertaining. Sounds cool. Most popular girl in school is dead. Everyone is blaming the wrong guy. After falling from grace last summer, Agatha Christie-obsessed Alice needs to stay out of trouble, while smart and reclusive Iris Adams just wants to get the hell out of Castle Cove. But now they have a murder to solve. There are clues the police are ignoring, and a list of suspects a mile long, and some very dangerous cliffs. Amateur detectives Alice and Iris are about to uncover just how many secrets their sleepy seaside town is hiding. It says here, perfect for mystery lovers everywhere. So I think this is going to be fun. I know it's got obviously the thriller kind of mystery element to it, but I think it's going to be fun as well. So, and hopefully it will be completely entertaining, like the quote says. So, yeah, I've never read anything from either of these authors. I know they're big authors, but I'm literally going in open-minded to their writing style and stuff. So, that is the Agathas. Okie dokie. Right, I've got some charity shop books here. I actually had a comment the other day on one of my videos, because I do like charity shop hauls. And someone says to me, what is a charity shop? Because they're in America. So to those of you that in America or other parts of the world that don't have charity shops, the best way I can describe it is like secondhand stuff. Well, mostly secondhand stuff, some new stuff. And basically the profits they get from the sales of the items goes to, you know, their certain charities that they, you know, represent. I hope I explained that okay. So yeah, at charity shops you can get so many good bargain books, cheap prices, good books. I mean, I found brand new books, you know, seriously, like, you know. So yes, let me show you my charity shop finds. We have Happiness Is 500 Things to Be Happy About. I'm going to be doing a video with this on this channel, so look out for that. I literally want to go through all of the 500 things that can make you happy. I think it's going to be really fun. There's some really super cute illustrations. Some of them look like me. There's one, I can't find it at this exact second, but there's one of the, like a girl sitting in the library, things that make me happy, and I was like, that's me. But yeah, this is a super cute little book, and I just thought it'd be nice to go through. It's always good to be happy and think of positive things, and it's got like little tips and things that you can do, and yeah, I thought it was cool. This is like 50p, so it's absolute bargain. Happiness Is, oh, and it's by Lisa Swirling and Ralph Lazar, in case you were wondering. Then I picked up The Music Shop by Rachel Joyce. Where is it? Oh, so yeah, this is set in the 80s. I love books set in the 80s and 90s. Oh, excuse me, I had a little bit of wind there that I didn't want to release, so it was okay. Anyway, it's set in 1988 on a dead-end street in a rundown suburb. There is a music shop that stands small and brightly lit, jam-packed with records of every kind. Like a beacon, the shop attracts the lonely, the sleepless, and the adrift. Frank, the shop's owner, has a way of connecting his customers with just the piece of music that they need. Then one day, into his shop comes a beautiful young woman called Lise, who asks Frank to teach her about music. Terrified of real closeness, Frank feels compelled to turn and run, yet he is drawn to this strangely still, mysterious woman with eyes as black as vinyl. But Lise is not what she seems, and Frank has old wounds that threaten to reopen, as well as a past it seems he will never leave behind. Can a man who is so in tune with other people's needs be so incapable of connecting with the one person who might save him? Who is she? Who is she? Yeah, it says here, captures the sheer transformation, joy of romance. Yeah, this is the same author who'd done The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, apparently, which I have heard of. I've never read. I love books, as I say, that are set in the 80s, and I love books connected to like music and stuff. So yeah. Actually, I did make a mistake. This wasn't from a charity shop, I remembered, but it was still secondhand. I got this from the library book sale. They bought their book sale section back. So yeah, I got this for like 25p. In the library book sale, paperbacks 25p and hardbacks like 50p. I mean, come on, that's just amazing. So this is by Sue Fulton, called The Birthday Girl. She's in for a killer surprise. I love the sound of this one. It says, 4 friends, a party to die for, who will survive? Dear Caris, Zoe and Andrea, come and join me for my 40th birthday adventure weekend, full of mysteries and surprises, the like of which you can't imagine. When Joanne's friends reluctantly accept an invitation to her birthday party, it quickly becomes clear that there is more to this weekend than they are expecting. One of them is hiding a secret, and Joanne is planning to reveal it. A weekend away in a cottage in the woods sounds like fun until no one can hear your cries for help. I've read so many books like this, but I still really love them. I love the fact that all the secrets come out. I love finding out who's done what, and then who gets murdered, and it's set in like the woods in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's so predictable, but I love books like this. I love the cover as well. I like her pink coat and the woods. Anyway, so that is The Birthday Girl by Sue Fulton. Doesn't sound like a good birthday, does it really? Doesn't sound like a fun party. Okay, and the other book I wanted to show you, I literally just finished reading a couple of days ago, but I will still show you because it is quite a new book. So yeah, The Hiding Place by Simon Lilique. This was from Waterstones, another pre-order that turned up. Unfortunately, I have ruined the corner there a little bit, just a tiny bit. Just try and flatten that down. So I absolutely love The Search Party by this author. There's a picture of it on the back here. If you can see, you see that one there? I really recommend that if you like your thrillers and crimes. Like, seriously, The Search Party was amazing. This one I still really enjoyed. I give it 4 stars on Goodreads. I literally read it the day I got it because I was so excited to get it. So yeah, it's about 4 friends, 1 murder, called The Hiding Place. There's not really much on the back. There's like, you know, like you read about the story, there's not much. It's kind of like mysterious. All it says is, ready or not, here I come. It's time to play hide and seek again. It was only a game until a boy went missing. No one was meant to get hurt, but a body has been found. Just some innocent fun, except one of them is a killer. Like the whole thing was set at this private boarding school in the middle of nowhere, once again, middle of nowhere, in the woods, funnily enough. And like, so stuff was going on back in the day, and there's also stuff going on now. So you get like kind of, you know, dual kind of timelines. And a boy was murdered many years ago, and his bones have been discovered. And yeah, it's really good. I didn't like it as much as The Search Party, if I'm completely honest. I think it's because I love that so much. It would have been hard to beat, but this one was still really, really good. I did enjoy it. I couldn't put it down, so that's always a good sign. So yeah, if you like your thrillers, I do recommend it. Okie dokie. So all that's left to show you book-wise is my current read. Don't forget, you know, please let me know in the comments section what you are currently reading. I love to, you know, find out what you're reading and if you're enjoying the books or not and stuff. So yeah, leave me a comment, interact with me. So yeah, this is my current book. I literally just started it this morning. Golden Boys by Phil Stamper. I love the cover, so cute. So this is supposed to be warm and witty, which I don't know if I'm really in the mood for warm and witty. I think I'm in the mood more for something dark, but anyway, I need to get through my library books, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is about Gabriel, Reese, Sal and Heath. They're best friends. They grow up in this small town in like the middle of nowhere. It says, being queer, having big dreams will bond you for life. But this summer, for the first time, they'll get to follow their dreams, but they'll do it apart. So they've literally always been together in this small town, and now they're all kind of doing their own thing. And it says it's time to discover who they are, who they really want to be, and will the distance divide them or draw them even closer together. So so far, as I said, I've literally only read a chapter, and I am enjoying it. I have to say, I can feel I'm gonna like this. I don't think it's gonna be a book of like, oh my god, that was amazing, it touched my soul. But I think it's going to be a kind of easy read, quite fun, interesting. Looks like each chapter is the viewpoint from a different character. So the first person I read about was Gabriel, his kind of side of things. Next up, I'm going to start with Sal. So I assume it's going to be, oh yeah, Heath. So yeah, each chapter by the looks of it is going to be from the viewpoint of a different character, which I really enjoy books like that. And I love this, that they've got like little like texts and stuff, and you know, it's just cool. I like that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully it's just, you know, a bit kind of easy reading, bit of fun, and it gets another library book done. So there you go. That is the end of the video. I have one more thing to show you, which isn't a book. So you're probably thinking, well, why are you showing me this, Laura? It's not a book. This is a book haul. You're lying to me. But no, the reason I'm showing it to you is because I did get it in Waterstones, which is technically a bookshop. So it can fit in a book haul video. I saw a collection of all like greeting cards and stuff and prints. And I saw this one and I had to get it. I love it so much. Can you see? It's Punch and Judy show on a beach. If I get closer, there we go. I love it. It's so cool. So it is an actual, it's a greeting card, but what I'm going to do is just like cut it so it's just like a print. This is like £2 or something, but it says here it's from an artist called Eddie Saul, or Saul. An artist living and working in London, works mainly in pen and watercolour, lively scenes of the great British seaside, as well as more gritty urban landscapes. Punch and Judy brings to mind nostalgic memories of childhood holidays, buckets and spades, and ice creams on the beach. And yeah, I love it. It's even got the show times when you can go and see the Punch and Judy show. So anyway, that's that. Nothing book related, but was from Waterstones. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please give a big thumbs up. Really appreciate all your thumbs up. You know, it's nice. It helps the channel as well, but also it's nice for my ego to look at a video with thumbs up. You know, it's always good. I love your comments, so please leave me a comment. Share the video out on your social media, community tabs, things like that. That would be so kind of you. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. And as I say, smash that bell, all notifications. And if you're on Goodreads, if you want to come and follow me on the Goodreads app, please do. On there you can see books I've read, currently reading, and want to read. So yeah, come and follow me on there. The link will be down below. And what else? Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Links down below to those as well if you want to come and follow me on the socials. Really quickly, talking about Goodreads, I'm very happy because I'm kind of on track with my reading challenge at the moment. The other day I was like 4 behind, but now I'm on track. And also what's helping with that is my audiobooks. I have Audible now on my phone, so I listen to it when I'm walking, I listen to it in the bath, if I'm doing housework or what have you. So yeah, that's been kind of helping my challenge. My current audiobooks that I have, I've got both got the word punk in them, which is really weird. One's called Punk Love. That's the one I'm actually listening to, and I'm really enjoying it. It's set early 2000s, about this girl and her love life, and she's fallen for a bit of a bad boy kind of thing. It's cool. I like the old, like talking of old music and culture and stuff. And the other one I've just also downloaded in the library is Punk 57 by something, I can't, Penelope something, which is supposed to be like a TikTok sensation. And I've wanted to read it for ages, and I saw it on Audible. So I used one of my credits and got that one. So that's going to be my next audiobook I listen to. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Happy reading. Take care of yourselves. Lots of love. Bye.